landjes vader wees trachten met de bouw as aan nacht kun. Moroi maira gaheris maher Bannes pauste tauscheleso Zerina graste japnjaves paris Naar welgen tauwachtun dat nutsru Ach lach obralesh kan na bastach lange wajakus kubershu
Native American prayer for the grieving. I give you this one thought to keep. I am with you still. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift, uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not think of me as gone. I am with you still in each new dawn.
My name is Terry. On behalf of FOSL, we welcome all of you to International Survivors of SuicideLossDay. Unfortunately, suicide transcends every generation, and our aim at FOSL is to change this through embracing the people left to cope in the aftermath. Our work is known as Postvention and has been recognised worldwide that Postvention is prevention for the next generation. Postvention is the intervention after a suicide, the support and the care for those bereaved. Postvention activities include individual therapy, support groups and outreach support to loss survivors. Postvention's primary aim is about bringing consolation and peace to the bereaved and reducing the pain and the suffering following a suicide loss. Our gathering today is a prime example of postvention displayed on a wider field in a collective sense. International Survivors of SuicideLossDay is the one day of the year when those affected by suicide come together to gain understanding, comfort, support, and healing through shared stories of loss and hope. Mourning Has Broken is the name of our event in Dublin. There's a difference between mourning and grieving. While grieving is the internal feelings and thoughts experienced after a loss of something or someone we're attached to, mourning is the outward expression of this loss and is of great importance in the grieving process. You can mourn in different ways, normally through words, actions, and rituals. One of the most powerful ways to mourn is to display your grief publicly. We had a very strong tradition of this in Ireland, such as the practice of keening, where women would gather and wail in grief at a funeral. This process of mourning played a big role in helping the bereaved deal with the situation and not get stuck in the grief. Today, due to historical laws and past attitudes passed down about suicide and stigma, it is difficult for the suicide bereaved to mourn. The Survivors' Day worldwide, which began in America in 1999, is an opportunity for those bereaved by suicide to partake in events which can enable them to process their grief. These important events will not happen without the participation of the many lost survivors and volunteers who are speaking up about suicide and reaching out to the newly bereaved. It is inspiring to see their passion for helping others. FOSL Ireland is glad to be part of this life-saving work. Thanks to their efforts, the way our society and communities treat families who have lost a loved one to suicide is changing for the better. More lost survivors are able to open up about their experiences. We work closely with the American Association for Suicide Prevention, who oversees more than 370 events on this day worldwide, including our own here in Dublin. While each event is different due to cultural differences, the FOSL event here is unique in the sense that we orchestrate different approaches to suit the people here, and we also invite and embrace those who may be bereaved from other losses, besides suicide, to join in and integrate with us today in this shared experience. So everyone here today is welcome to join in and partake in the lighting of the candles and the other events we have in store. At the core of FOSL is peace, which we have in our credo, the line, "Peace is our train." The Mourning Has Broken walk is about raising the flag of peace on our journey and providing the opportunity for those bereaved to express their grief publicly, which, as mentioned, is a powerful way to mourn. The walk today, led by Mike Ross, to whom we are very grateful, brought us alongside many well-known landmarks in our capital city, such as the Spire and O'Connell Street, O'Connell Bridge, the boardwalks along the Liffey, passing Liberty Hall and the famine statues, and the historical Five Lamps. Following a fantastic salute from the North Strand Fire Brigade team, which we really appreciated, we crossed over Anglesey Bridge, through Fairview Park, and then along the Clontarf seafront just before reaching here at Clontarf Castle. We passed the last important landmark, the Brian Boru Well, just down on Castle Avenue. This historical landmarker bears an important message for our event here today concerning Brian Boru, who was a great Irish hero and whose life became a source for legends. He had a big influence in protecting our Irish heritage and his acceptance of Christianity at a time that was vital in the transformation of our ancestors, which inspired many other great Irish heroes later, such as Hugh O'Neill and Red Hugh O'Donnell in 1604 and Pádraig Pearse in 1916. Brian Boru, who was the High King of Ireland, led his army and defeated the Viking invaders at the Battle of Clontarf in 1014. Brian was on his knees following the victory on Good Friday, the 23rd of April, praying and giving thanks to God in his tent when he was killed by a flying arrow from a passing Viking mercenary. It is widely believed that the exact spot was at or near that well we just passed by on Castle Avenue. We can draw something with this to help us today. Brian Boru's life is not defined by the manner of his death, but instead his life is defined by his achievements in his lifetime. Perhaps we can take this story of Brian Boru as a reminder that the untimely death of our loved ones by suicide should not be the ultimate factor in defining their lives. Let us embrace this one message on this day of celebration, reflection, and remembrance. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.